welcome to my channel Creative Art. I am Nilima and today we are going to do sculpture painting. Sculpture painting is done using sculpture paste and palette knife. Sculpture paste is a decorative paste which can be used to do 3D artwork, to create flowers and do relief works. And today we are going to make this beautiful daffodil sculpture painting. So friends, do watch my complete video to make a beautiful sculpture painting yourself, and do subscribe my channel friends for more creative art painting videos, and do press the bell icon to get notification for each video I post every week. All the materials are listed in the description box below with their links from where you can also buy them. So let's quickly check out all the materials now friends. For this painting friends, first of all we are going to need sculpture paste. So I'm going to use seaweed green, midnight which is black, snow spread which is white, and pineapple swill which is yellow in color. And for using this sculpture paste, we are also going to need a palette knife. So I'm going to use a palette knife number 10 from Mount Martha, which looks like this. Other than that, this time we are going to use a stencil which is 4 into 4 inches in size, and it looks like this. This is the same one from Little Birdie ItsyBitsy. And we're also going to use a gliding paste with the stencil. This is the paste which will help you stick the embossing powder or gliding flakes or gold foil on your stencils design. Next, we're going to use acrylic color for coloring. I'm going to use chrome yellow, light green color, neon green color, neon orange, and white. And for that, we are going to use two brushes, brush number 1 and brush number 0. So these are the two round hair brushes, and a palette. For our base friends, we are going to use a 20 into 20 centimeter square cutout MDF board piece. You can also use canvas board if you like to. To know more about this painting, please to check out the description box and my website, which is www.creativearthome.com. All the materials required to make this beautiful painting are listed and linked in the description box below, from where you can also buy them online. So let's start the video now friends. First of all, let's start by preparing our base. And for my base, here I'm going to use a 15 into 15 centimeter square cutout piece of MDF board, and I'm going to use the midnight shade. So here I'm taking out the midnight shade using my palette knife. Now using the same palette knife, I will be mixing the sculpture paste in a very well way before starting. Each time friends, remember to take only the part you're going to need for a specific space. Okay, now friends, you can see that the spreading is getting smooth. So now our sculpture paste is ready for the application. So I'm going to start applying the same paste all over the base in this way. Now I'm going to do a desired texture on it simply using my palette knife. So now this is how it looks. Now friends, before making the flower, let's try doing a stencil on the sculpture paste. So I'm going to use this pattern from the Little Birdie. So this is how I'm going to place my stencil on one side of our base, and I'm going to place the smoother side on the top. And this time friends, I'm going to use the gliding paste with the embossing powder gold. So now using a palette knife, I'm going to apply the paste on the stencil. I'm going to use the embossing powder. And now gently I will be uplifting the stencil. As we have done stencil this time on a uneven surface, so I am not expecting an exact look, but even this is fine for me. And now friends, as you can see, our stencil is full of embossing powder. You have to clean it very neatly so that it does not get permanently stick on the stencil. And now friends, using a heat gun, gently dry the paste and the embossing powder. Now friends, we'll start making the flower petals, and here I have already pre-mixed my sculpture paste, and I'm going to use a palette knife number 10. So first of all, make sure that your back side of the palette knife is clean, and from one side I'm going to start scraping the sculpture paste in this way, and then cut the excess side from the opposite side, then press it from the opposite direction and give a nice cut in this way. Now do the same from the opposite side of the palette knife. Spread the sculpture paste, start scraping it, remove the excess, and then put the other side down, gently press it and cut it. So here we have got two different sides. Make sure that your palette knife is clean. Lift the first petal gently in this way and place it along the second petal. Now we have got this beautiful petal which is ready to place on the base. So in the same way we have to make more 5 petals. Now after making the petals, let's start by placing all the petals where we want them to be. Once we have placed all the petals exactly where we want them to be, slightly you can give them shape or lift them up as you want them to be. Now let's place the last final petal right here, exactly at this place. I purposefully wanted to have a uplifted look, so I will let it be in this way. Now in the same way, I'm going to make just 2 to 3 petals for the flower bud. I'm going to need one more. So this time I'm just going to use these petals and I really want them to be thin. So here we have 3 tiny petals which we are going to use for the bud. I'm going to place the bud right over here. And then place the final piece. Now friends, I'm going to use yellow acrylic color in the same white sculpture paste. Mix it very well to get a bright yellow color sculpture paste. Now this is how our yellow sculpture paste looks. So using a palette knife, I'm going to spread it in this way, and this time I'm using palette knife number 5. I'll start scraping sculpture paste from one side in this way and place it in this way. I'm trying to get this kind of small petals which I'm going to place in the center. So I will be making 3 to 4 petals in the same way. Simply spread the sculpture paste and from the one end corner start scraping it. And here you have got a perfect set. So in the same way, make more 3 to 4 petals. Now friends, using the same palette knife number 10, start scraping the sculpture paste from one side in this way, and then finally lay it in this way. After that, make a perfect cut from where you want it to. Make sure that your palette knife is clean, and here we have the center petal that we want to place. Make more 3 to 4 petals in the same way. So this is how it should look from the back side, and then gently lay it and cut the excess part. Now let's start placing them one by one. Gently lift each petal and then place it exactly where you want it to be. It's a very delicate center, so I really have to be very careful. Now friends, after making the center part, I'm going to place few pollens inside it. So I'm going to place 5 to 7 pollens, and this is how they look. They are of pink color, but I'm going to color it orange, as I'm going to color and highlight the center part as orange. So using orange acrylic color, I'm going to color these pollens as orange. Here I'm using neon orange. I will let them get dry for 5 minutes. Now I'm going to use a little bit of neon orange color, and I'm applying it on the center yellow part, the tip of it. This will absolutely increase the brightness of the center. I think it looks beautiful this way, so I'll leave it. Only this much would be enough. And then with the help of a tweezer, place the pollens exactly in the center in this way. I think it just looks perfect this way, so I will let it be like this. And now let's start making the leaves. So here we have the sage green sculpture paste, which I have already pre-mixed, and this is ready for use. And here I'm going to use palette knife number 2. So I'm going to start scraping the sculpture paste from one side in this way. When I'm full from the other side, I'll simply scrape off the excess in this way. And then friends, we have to lay it down from the opposite direction. Okay, try to make it long as possible, and then cut the excess part in this way. Let's do the same once again. Start scraping the sculpture paste from one side. Bring the excess, cut the remaining excess in this way, and then place a long petal. So this is what we need. So now let's do the same from the other side. Always make sure that your palette knife is clean when you start scraping the sculpture paste. Bring it to one end, cut the excess, and then place it in this way. Try to make it as long as possible. And now friends, lift up the left side piece, place it near the right one, and gently attach them both in this way. So here we have got our first leaf. Do the same for this one. Lift the leaf, left side, bring it to the right one. Now one by one, let's start placing the leaves. If you want to make a stem, you need to cut half of the leaf from one side, and this is how you will get it. Now after placing all the leaves, this is how beautiful our sculpture painting looks. I think the use of color will make it look much more beautiful, like we have done in the center part. So now friends, I'm going to start the coloring part, and for that I'm going to use the Fevicryl acrylic colors. If you want, you can also keep it this way, that is completely your wish, but I'm going to color it. Now after 24 hours, the flower is completely dry, so I'm going to start the coloring part. And for that, first of all, I'm going to use chrome yellow color, and I'm going to apply it at the inner side of the flower. Take just a little bit of water and spread it in this way. I'll wash my brush, then have just a little bit of white so I can mix it with yellow and bring it till the center part of the petal. I don't want to overdo it, I just want to give it that natural look of a real flower. Now I will do the same with all the petals. Use a little bit of yellow in the depth first, then a little bit of water. Wash my brush and then use white. For the flower bud, I'm going to have a different process. I'm going to color the tip of the... Now after 24 hours, the flower is completely dry. So I'm going to start the coloring part, and for that, first of all, I'm going to use chrome yellow color, and I'm going to apply it at the inner side of the flower. Take just a little bit of water and spread it in this way. I'll wash my brush, then have just a little bit of white so I can mix it with yellow and bring it till the center part of the petal. I don't want to overdo it, I just want to give it that natural look of a real flower. Now I will do the same with all the petals. Use a little bit of yellow in the depth first, then a little bit of water. Wash my brush and then use white. For the flower bud, I'm going to have a different process. I'm going to color the tip of the flower bud as yellow here, using just a little bit of yellow in my paintbrush. Then wash my paintbrush and take just a little bit of water to continue that yellow shine downwards. I'll do the same from the back side of the petal as well as from the front side. And now for the stem part, I'm going to use a light green color. While coloring on sculpture paste, I make sure that I carry very less amount of acrylic color in my paintbrush, because I also do not want to press the natural color or the shade of the sculpture paste. Okay, I think a little bit of green looks very good on it. Now let's start coloring the leaves. For coloring the leaves, I have selected two green colors. This is the neon green color and this is named the light green number 12 color. And I'm also going to use chrome yellow. First of all, I'm using a neon green color as my base color. We will do the same with the rest of the leaves. First of all, use a neon green and apply it all over the leaf in this way. Then use the light green color and do the darker part of the leaf. And then finally, I'm going to use yellow and do the top shading. Doing the same for all the leaves now. Wash my brush, then use a little bit of yellow. Doing the same for the bigger leaves also. So in the same way, I'm going to do rest of the finishing touches like coloring from inside or under the leaves, and then show you finally how does it looks. Now friends, after completing the coloring part, this is how beautiful our sculpture painting looks. I have given the background a contemporary look and I wanted the flowers and leaves to be natural looking. This is the final and combined look of both, and I really love what we have created in this video. And now friends, I'm going to use Artist Picture Varnish. So this is a spray varnish which will be very much easy to cover all the parts and sides of your sculpture painting, and it will also provide a glossy look to your painting as well as will give a longer life to your paintings. Do use it after 24 hours when your painting is completely dry, and try to use it outdoors and not indoors. Friends, if you did like this painting, try watching more similar videos from the same playlist. The link is given in the description box below. And friends, do tell me in the comments below how did you like my video friends, and if you do like my videos, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.